We are live? Question mark? I don't know. Let's find out.
Let's see. It says scheduled. Oh no, we are live. All right, we're back. Although it needs a thumbnail.
Yes.
6.
We are live. We are back. Okay.
All right, that was annoying.
And I think we're probably going to wait a little bit for people to get back on and realize that we had to restart it. So apologies if you're jumping back on. Don't know what happened. It was a glitch in the matrix. So if you see any black cats jumping behind us, then you'll know why. Don't know what happened, but things happen with technology. Blame the Russians. All right. So we're going to get back to the super chats. We're going to try to answer everybody's question. We should probably wait to make sure people are back on, though. I think.
Yes.
All right. So, hi, Andrea. Welcome. By the way, shout out Andrea. She's got the fancy endgame shirt, just like Chris.
Yes.
Got the shirt, got the merch. Well, I'm not wearing it, but there you go. Bear Clothing. Check out bearclothing.org. Get your endgame gear. And this actually, you know what? We hadn't done it yet. We're halfway through. This is a good time to do a promo for Underdog. Let's do it.
Sure. Let me pull it back up. Got to pull everything back up here. Get everything situated. There we go.
All right. Well, if you're rejoining us, this is a good time to remember that we are partnered with Underdog. If you haven't tried Underdog, not sure what else you're waiting for. A lot of you already have done this. You already know how great it is, and you're doing your picks every week. And if you want to get in on that as well, go ahead and try it. You get a free pick this week. It's Jalen Hurts just getting 1 yard. That is a free pick 'em for you. Take the higher on it. You get this and up to $1,000 of bonus cash for your first deposit if you use code ENDGAME when you check out. So try Underdog now if you haven't yet. All right. I guess let's get to the super chats. I'm going to assume that if you did drop one and you're waiting for your question to be answered still, you're either going to get back on here now, or you can always go back and watch this later because, hey, it's Tuesday night. You still got plenty of time. Probably.
Right.
All right, let's go back to, I believe we were on Cody.
Yes.
Would you start Cedric Tillman over Tyreek this week?
I don't think I'm there yet.
It's not crazy. That's what's crazy about the question is that it's not crazy. But I agree. I still don't think I could do it. And the main reason is it's the Raiders, right? Tyreek Hill gets the Raiders.
Yes.
I could see Tillman going off, but let's stick with Tyreek. NTY, Stream, Gesicki, and Tyler Bass.
I don't know about Tyler Bass. Sure, fine. Gesicki only if T. Higgins is out.
Right. T. Higgins is the key here. Gesicki will still have streaming value if Higgins is out. Let's get to, well, actually, Andrea has a question. Is it time to pick up Pacheco? Yes, it is.
Oh, definitely. Yes. If Pacheco's still on your waiver wire, go get Pacheco. Yes.
Daniel Hart, Estimate or Gus off waivers?
Good question, but I think I got to go Estimate because Gus still probably going to be, at best splitting with Dobbins. Maybe Haskins stays involved. Estimate has a chance to take over that backfield, so I'm going to go Estimate.
Yeah, go Estimate. It's just for this week. I mean, both guys probably need a touchdown to get you significant points. Estimate get more touches. Marcus Miller. In a 12-man PPR league, one flex. Brown and Amon-Ra. It's good. Bijan and Gibbs. It's pretty good.
Yep.
There's no way. JT, Brees, and Tyreek are on your bench in a 12-man league.
That's no way. Well, congrats, Marcus. I guess I got to go JT here.
I guess so. I mean, not sure how you have all these players, but I think you got it right and go with JT at the flex. I think this is just a flex. This is just a flex of like, look at my squad.
Probably.
If I had that team, I would too. Master Zonk, welcome back. Add Pittman Jr., drop Deontay Johnson, Mari Cooper, or Waddle. Okay, so among the flurry of disappointing wide receivers, who do you want to hold and who do you not want to hold?
I mean, do I even want to add Pittman over these guys? I guess I could add Pittman over Deontay, I guess.
Well, the one I said is droppable is Cooper because, like I said, not sure about his status this week. Even if he plays, it's a tough matchup, and then he gets a bye. But I don't think I would. I think I would just keep him over Pittman, honestly. Tyler C., what tight end could I get for D-Hop or Adams? Or just stream?
What tight end are you going to get for these guys? Not a lot, probably. I mean, if someone's willing to give you like McBride, I doubt it. I mean, if I could trade Adams for Hawkinson, I might do that. I don't really want to trade D-Hop. Like D-Hop was really good 2 weeks ago. It wasn't great last week. Remember, that was the Surtain shadow. He still was okay. So if I can trade Adams and get like McBride or Hawkinson, I would do it. But I'm not going to trade Adams to get, I don't know, like Njoku or somebody like that.
Yeah, even though I'm okay trading Adams right now, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to trade him for any tight end unless it's an elite tight end, and I don't think you're going to get an elite tight end for Devontae Adams right now. So what could you get? I don't know. I mean, like, I don't want Evan Ingram anymore. You're not going to get Kelsey or Bowers. You're probably not going to get Kittle. You're probably not going to get Hawkinson even, right? Like, everyone's all over Hawkinson. And Njoku, that, like you said, like, that's kind of where the line gets drawn here. And then who else is worth trading for? Kyle Pitts? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. I feel like we've gone back to now all of a sudden we thought there was hope for tight ends this year, and all of a sudden it's like they're tight ends again.
Yeah, don't even talk to me about draft. Like, oh, I can't go into the season with so and so as my tight end one. Like, don't even talk to me about that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, just stream craft, I guess. Adrian Michael, another. If no Metcalf, Reed or Jennings?
Jennings. If no Metcalf, Jennings. Although, man, I might. Probably not. It's probably getting too much. Jennings.
Yeah, I agree, Jennings. And then Chris, fighting for his life. Okay. Let's see. CMC Gibbs, Hall, Chubb, Williams, Adams, Coop, Evans, Johnson, Waddle. All right. Yeah, we need some receiver help here. Sell Brees and Njoku for DK, B-Rob, Brooks.
Yeah, probably do this. I mean, I think getting DK for Brees is fine, but you're also going to get Brian Robinson and Brooks back. I mean, you could drop Brooks if you want, but yeah, I think you need to do this. You can't roll into the playoffs with Evans, Adams, and Cooper and Deontay and Waddle. You need DK Metcalf. Do this. You still have CMC and Gibbs.
Right. The problem is you don't have Evans this week. You might not have Cooper this week and next week. Adams, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I think you can do this. B1 kicks. Devontae Adams or Devontae Smith?
I'm going Devonta Smith. I don't know. I might be irrationally high on Devonta Smith. I always just say strong start, but he's only really had a couple bad games this year. And it's not a terror. I mean, the Commanders, yes, they've been better against wide receivers, but I think the Commanders' offense will put up more of a fight than the Cowboys did last week. So I think the Eagles will actually have to throw.
Yeah. Didn't smash. Well, neither of them smashed last week. Let's go Devonta Smith. All right, catching up on the super chats. Hopefully you guys are still around, or you always catch this after the fact. Corey Miller, third place. Have Goff, Jones, Connor, Amon, London, Olave, BTJ, Kittle, Rico, Bucky, Akers, Benson. Traded Bucky and BTJ for Debo today. Gotta like that.
Gotta like that.
Yeah, very good trade. Thoughts and suggestions otherwise?
Jones, Connor, Monroe, London, Olave, BTJ. I mean, you're pretty stacked at wide receiver now, for sure. Not really much you can do now because you kind of need Jones and Connor, and you don't really have much depth at wide receiver now. So I think you're good. That was a good move. Well done.
Yeah, you got three really good receivers with Sun God, London, Debo. Your running backs are solid, right? You don't have a Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, but you're solid. You have a solid team, so you still got a shot. Seth Swirsky, it is a 12-team PPR. Welcome back, Seth, by the way. Ooh, Nix or Stroud?
I still have Stroud ahead of Nix this week. Again, he should have Nico back. And it's the Cowboys. I'm going to go Stroud.
Yeah, I'm not loving Nix this week, so let's go Stroud. And then the last flex, Etienne, Keenan, or Mike Williams?
Oh, my goodness. Let's just... Let's just shoot for some upside with Mike Williams against the Ravens. Keenan's fine if you just want the points. You just don't want the risk of the 0.
Yeah, I still don't want to touch this Jaguars offense. Sorry, I can avoid Etienne here. Mike Williams, I mean, I'm not counting on a touchdown, so there's that. Michael Bryan, IDP focus. All right, it's very rare we get IDP questions here. Are you ready?
No. Definitely not.
Why rather Julian Love, Trevon Moehrig, and Zadarius Smith. There's offensive tweaks, estimate, and the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. Okay.
I mean, yeah, Siebert going to be out again?
Oh, Gonzalez was good last week.
Yeah.
Came pretty clutch.
Yep. I don't really know. Is Darius Smith with the Lions now? I don't even know. Sorry, Michael. I'm in an IDP league, and I literally don't even know what I'm doing.
It takes an investment of time. I'll tell you that. We deep dive. We spend more time deep diving on the offensive players, but hey, it looks good. Donovan Hinkle got Lamar, Chase, London, Hall, Achane, Chuba, Downs, Ridley, T, McBride, Pickens, and Dobbins. Trade Dobbins and Pickens for Amon-Ra.
Oh, man. I think so. Why not? Chase, London, Hall, Achane, Chuba. Yeah. Yeah, I still got to prefer Amon-Ra here rest of the season. Go get Amon-Ra. Go get the stud.
Yeah, it looks like Dobbins is your RB4?
Yeah, you don't need,
why not?
You don't need Dobbins.
Yep. Get him. Get the Sun God. Matthew Temple, trade Kraft for Shakir. I would.
Yeah, why not? I mean, okay, I don't really want to roll with Ferguson, but it's Kraft. Sure, get Shakir.
Yeah, having Ferguson isn't really comforting these days, but I would still take Shakir over Kraft. Rough times. Yo. Half PPR, quarter per rush. Needs 2, 2, and 1. K9 Chase, Chase Brown. Dobbins, B-Rob, Rico, CD Nico, Cup Pickens. Have TJ, drop Ferg. Yeah, you can drop Ferg.
You can drop Ferg. And sure, if you want to pick up like Charbonnet, he's probably the only direct handcuff here. So yeah, if you want to pick up Charbonnet, that's fine.
Okay, so 2 running backs in this format.
Walker and Chase Brown are my running backs.
2 receivers and a flex.
Nico and
Can't just say CD anymore.
no, definitely not CD. Pickens actually and Cup actually not that far apart this week, but I'm probably going to flex one of them because I don't really want to flex. It's 0.25 per rush. Like that means you need 4 carries for a point. It's not like that big of a right. So if Dobbins gets 15 carries, that's like what 3-4 points, which is nice for sure. But I think I'm going to just go Nico Cup Pickens.
Yep.
Walker Chase, Nico Cup Pickens.
Exactly. Nico Cup Pickens. And agree. Thank you. Those who are still on, got back on, appreciate you. Hit the like and subscribe. I'm sure you guys already have done that. Bronx Boy 73. Being offered Tyreek for Monty and Shakir. You take Tyreek in that case.
I think in this case, I'll gamble on Tyreek. Like Monty and Shakir, like they're fine, but if Tyreek can get going, I mean, that's just upside these guys don't give you.
Yeah, I think you're not giving up too much. I mean, unless you really, really need Monty, because after that, your next running back is like Jerome Ford or something. I mean, I think it's worth taking a chance on Tyreek here. It's not like he's done absolutely nothing. Feels like it, but yeah, I think this is worth it. Got you double digits. Awesome.
Yes. That is why I drafted Tyreek, just for the comfort of getting double digits.
Yes. That high floor. All right, so now we're up to the chats after the freeze. Let's
all right.
So everyone here is still on, including Pandulce. 7-3. 2 running backs, 2 receivers in the flex. CMC, Kamara, Hunt, Dowdle, Terry, Garrett Wilson, DK, D-Hop. Got Pacheco coming back. Eventually.
2 running backs, 2 wide receiver flex. Some CMC, Kamara, running back. McLaurin, Wilson at wide receiver for me. And it's full PPR. I'm going to flex DK Metcalf. Although Hunt, if Pacheco doesn't play, I do like Hunt. Hunt might be like safer, but in full PPR, I'm going to go Metcalf.
Yeah, I am too. CMC, Kamara, Terry, Garrett, DK. I assume that's what you want. We're going to get back to Alex Lazo. I think that's the one we were in the middle of. So I think he repeated his question because I think that's the one we were talking about when he glitched. So he may not have heard the answer, in other words. Okay, Alex. Glad you're still here. Tyreek and Tracy for Saquon, Tyreek for London. The answer was?
Well, the answer was both, but I actually kind of want to do the London one more because my worry with Saquon, not that I have a worry with Saquon, but my worry with that trade is if Tracy continues to be really, really good and Tyreek goes back to being Tyreek, then I'm going to feel like I really overpaid for Saquon. Whereas even if Tyreek goes back to being Tyreek, London should still be really good. So I'll feel like, it's okay. Like, okay, I went from Tyreek to London, but you know what I mean? At least I still have Tracy. Like, at least I still have Tracy. So I'm going to take the Tyreek London one, assuming you have a choice here. But I'd probably take both, honestly.
Yeah, so I get that. So basically, if Tyreek continues to basically produce the way he has this season up to this point, getting London for him is a win. Getting Saquon for him would be a win. If Tyreek goes back to being last year's Tyreek, you're trading a wide receiver 1 and a running back 2, like a high-end RB2 for a RB1, the first deal. And you're trading a wide receiver 1 for a wide receiver 1 in the second deal. So it's more equivalent. All right, Cali Kid. Needs one in full. Darnold, Stafford, or Herbert?
You got to go Herbert this week. Stafford not in a good spot. Darnold in a terrible spot after being terrible last week. Yeah, Herbert.
Yeah, like Herbert. He says my league mate is 1-8, so should you do him the favor of selling CD for Sun God? Why not?
I will say, me personally, I have a rule. I don't trade with teams that are completely out of it. But if your league's okay with it, yeah, do him a favor and give him CD for Sun God. Favor.
I mean, you can't say it's unfair. You're trading CD Lamb straight up for one receiver.
It's a little unfair, especially when it's to the 1-18. But
we don't know who's going to be better rest of the season. We don't.
Oh, I think we do.
I would do this. Try it. Do it. George Brennan, CD, and Dell for Pickens and Jennings.
I don't know if it's fair, but I don't think it's like horrendous. But I'll take the Pickens Jennings side.
Yeah, I think it seems fair. I would do this too. Cody, think I could or should try for DK Metcalf?
Yes.
Or Tyreek?
I think you could and should try for DK Metcalf. Yes.
Yeah, I think you definitely could. You probably should. Lobo, I think we had a variation of this question earlier. Jennings or Myers at the flex?
I'm going Jennings. I like Myers, but Jennings I like a lot more.
Yeah. This week, we'll go Jennings. Elmer Sanchez, stream a tight end. Taysom. Disley or Conklin, who has not been cooking.
Just go Taysom here and hope for a goal line touchdown or something.
Yeah. Antonio. What's up, Antonio? We've been. Needs trade advice. Being offered Bijan for Najee and Caleb.
You
points
gotta take
per touch. 12 team. What do you mean points per touch?
I don't know. Just take Bijan. This is ridiculous. Somebody's going to give you somebody wants Najee Harris and Caleb Williams for Bijan. Take Bijan.
Yeah, that seems like ridiculously unfair. Unless this is like a Superbugs Dynasty League, okay, maybe I'll hold Caleb Williams. Unless it's like every time they snap the ball and Caleb Williams touches it, you get a point. Okay, maybe that's unfair.
Right. Is that how it works? Like, I mean, okay, because that could change things. Like, because in that case, I mean, I don't even know. Like, but I mean, are you able to start like 5 QBs in that league, or you just start 1 QB, just go pick up another QB who's going to touch the ball a ton?
Yeah. Probably go the Bijan side. Yeah. Unless there's something we're missing. You know what? This is true. I don't know. We shouldn't speak it, but this is true. Got close to the truth. Roger Goodell did shut us down. That's why the stream stopped. I said it.
Oh, that is what happened, because I showed the interception. NFL shut us down.
It was like a warning. Like, we're not permanently like blacklisted here, banned, like shadow banned. Is that what they call it? Shadow banned. But it was like this is like a warning. Like, we see you.
Well, this actually, because since we have time and we've rambled a lot of times, ramble some more. This is actually shows you how smart the NFL is. So when we first started this channel, and I would edit the videos, I would put in like clips, like we'd be talking about Jalen Hurts, and I'd show him like push to scoring, right? Like, and I'd show him doing all this stuff. What the NFL does, and then like we publish a video. When we weren't monetized, the NFL didn't give a crap. They're like, yeah, whatever. But once we got monetized, we started getting copyright strikes, I think, or the lesser of the two. But what the NFL does is they don't take down the video. They say, no, you can leave the video up. But now all the ad revenue goes to us because you're using our footage. So they basically like take your ad revenue. So yeah, maybe they did. But since it's a live stream, there's like they can't do anything. So maybe.
Just no way to disprove it.
No.
That's all I can say. All right. Let's get to Suzanne B. CD for Tyreek. Ooh. Which struggling receiver you rather have?
Which wide receiver bust do you prefer? I gotta still prefer Tyreek. He's at least got Tua.
Yeah, exactly. Nightwalker says that we skipped a super chat. It's possible. All right, let's do it. We're pretty much caught up. Gino and Cousins. Drop one for Russ.
You can drop Cousins for Russ. You could drop either for Russ, honestly, but probably Cousins. He's got to go on the road against the Broncos this week.
I was going to say you can drop Gino too. I mean, if you're only starting one quarterback, just go with one. Drop them both. Go Russ. Pick up somebody else. Next week you can go Cousins or whoever. Yeah. I think you can drop either one. Daniel Pendleton. Kelsey Lamb? Question mark. Needs a wide receiver too. DK. Kelsey Lamb, is that like a trade question?
Yeah, I don't understand this question, David. You wanna retype it in the chat with a little more detail? You don't have to super chat, of course. You can just
yes.
So you're saying yes.
Okay. So Kelsey for Lamb, or Lamb for Kelsey?
I mean, I'll just take Kelsey at this point. I'll just take Kelsey.
I mean, it's not often we say to trade a stud receiver for a tight end, but who's going to get you more production? It's got to be Kelsey. Needs
I think what he's saying is, I think he's saying like he wants to trade Kelsey for Lamb because he needs a wide receiver.
Yeah, he has Hawkinson and Njoku. So this is a no. Don't trade Kelsey to get Lamb.
No, I wouldn't. See if you can trade Njoku for Lamb. I don't know if it'll work, but see if you can. I get it. Yeah, you have 3 tight ends. I get what you're trying to do here, but how good is Lamb going to be with Cooper Rush?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I bet you Hawkinson, depending on what the Lamb owner is holding out for, Hawkinson might do. You know, everybody's all over Hawkinson, right? Everybody loves TJ Hawkinson. Always.
Yes. Always.
Try it.
That is true. You got Kelsey. If you have Kelsey, Hawkinson, and Njoku, offer Hawkinson for Lamb.
And if it's not Lamb, okay, you know what? Try to get a different wide receiver too. Not Brian Thomas Jr. maybe. Okay. Should I Derek? All right, Derek Gonzalez. Tyreek for Pickens. I think we said yes earlier.
Yeah, let's just go with Pickens. Here we are. Pickens over Tyreek.
Julio is back. Dropping Ingram for Andrews. Yeah,
I think that's probably okay.
Yeah. Really worried about the Mac Jones era continuing. Dell for Tillman. Waiver wire, I guess. It's close.
Yeah. It's close. I might go Tillman.
I think if you are going to flex one of those guys for this week, I'd go Tillman. If it's just depth, like whatever. I mean, I still like Tillman, but maybe hold Dell. Ken needs to drop somebody. All right. Who? James Conner? No. Rico Dowdle, Aaron Jones, Najee Harris, Ladd McConkey, DeAndre Hopkins.
You can drop Rico Dowdle in this case.
Yeah. Yeah, and you have enough running backs, right? You got Connor, you got Jones, you got Najee. Yeah, if you're going to drop one of these, it would be Rico.
Yeah. Even if you don't have enough running backs, you can probably drop Rico.
This does not feel like enough. Chase B, Tyreek for Ramondre.
No, I'll gamble on Tyreek here.
Yeah. Rel. Pollard for Higgins.
Well, I would say if Higgins was healthy, I think this would probably be a pretty fair trade. But man, you're taking on a lot of risk with T. Higgins right now. I mean, come on, he can't be out again this week, right? Like, come on, dude. T, what did you say? T, not this year Higgins? Is that what you called him? T, not this year Higgins?
T minus how many days till next year starts?
Yeah, T minus, like, he's counting down the days till free agency, right? You know what's gonna happen next year. He's gonna sign somewhere like the Chiefs or something, and he's not gonna miss a game. He's gonna somehow miraculously not miss a game.
I wish it wasn't true, but and again, in the first few games, this looked like, okay, this is stupid to say, but exactly what I said about T. Higgins. Exactly, I was like, I'm not drafting him. I bet you he like sprains a pinky toenail, and then he's like, I can't do it, guys. I can't. I'll see you next year. This is exactly what's happening. That's exactly what's happening.
Yeah. Unless I think it's fair, but I think I probably just want to keep Pollard and not deal with the Higgins experience.
Yeah, and Pollard's been good. So, no, I'm sorry. I prefer wide receivers who play games like on the field. So I'll rather take a different receiver.
That is a positive for sure. That is definitely a good thing.
Okay, Chase really trying to move on from Tyreek Hill. How about for Brian Robinson?
Again, not enough here. Get like Brian Robinson and, I don't know, Brian Robinson and Jacoby Myers. Brian Robinson and Lab McConkey. Brian Robinson, Cortland Sutton. Like, at least get somebody like that, like a usable wide receiver too.
Ooh, well, oh, okay. So yes, DJ Moore is playing, but no, that wasn't it. Pollard for DJ Moore, not a good player.
I'd rather have Higgins. I'd rather have Higgins because at least when Higgins plays, I feel good having him in my lineup.
Yeah. So okay, let me add that caveat. Wide receiver who actually plays and gets fantasy points.
Not on wide receiver, not on the Bears or Jaguars.
Right. So since we're caught up, but what's fair for Pollard in terms of a wide receiver 1-for-1 that you can get, but also would be worth getting for Pollard? I don't think you'll get Pickens, but
no, I do think T is fair if T was healthy. Maybe D Hop.
That's good. D Hop.
Maybe Jaden Reed.
Yeah,
maybe
I thought about Jaden Reed. I think Jaden Reed's good.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Ridley if you're into that.
If you're into that sort of thing,
yeah,
it's fair.
Not all of us are, but some people are.
All right, well, there you go. Right, Henry Odom. What about CD for Bucky?
I think I'm going to keep CD here. I know Bucky just had a nice game, but I mean, how good do we really feel about Bucky Irving?
Well, actually, I like Bucky Irving as a buy low right now. I like Bucky Irving, period. I know that Rachaad White has still been involved, and so his ceiling isn't great, but he still just looks so good running the ball. I think he's going to get better once they actually have Evans back and able to pass the ball a little bit easier. It's going to open up some things for him. I like Bucky, but I feel again like you could get more for CD. That's my only thing. So again, maybe if you get Bucky and something like a Sutton. Tillman, whatever. What about Adam Borba? Would you trade Sutton and Tillman for Achane? Yeah,
I think you should. I know Achane coming off a down game last week, but he'll bounce back. I want Achane.
Yeah, I'll take Achane here as well. All right, all sorts of trades. Let's do a couple more here. Bucky Irving for Russell Wilson.
Nah, I'm just gonna keep Bucky.
Keep Bucky. Russell Wilson.
I mean, Russell Wilson is like Russell Wilson's on 70% of rosters. Waivers. You shouldn't need to trade for him. He should just be out on waivers. And if he's not, oh well.
Yeah. I'm not trading a running back for Russell Wilson. Okay, here's a spicy one. Karam Galal. AJ Brown for St. Brown and Pacheco.
Yeah, just give me St. Brown and Pacheco here. There's not a big gap between AJ Brown and St. Brown. I might even prefer St. Brown. I probably do. And you're getting Pacheco just thrown in. Yeah, give me St. Brown and Pacheco.
Agree with that. And another super chatter, Austin Curtis. Thank you. Waiver wire. Estimate or defense.
You can only add one of these? I mean, I would say the defense, because I'm guessing if you pick up the Texans D, you're playing the Texans D. But if you pick up Estimate, you're probably not playing Estimate. I mean, maybe you'll play him. You have Hall and Chubb, Tracy on bye. I mean, maybe you'll play him. But why are you choosing between? Because usually if I'm picking up a defense, I'm just dropping my old defense. So if you have a defense, like if you have a like I don't know what defense you would have that you don't want to drop. The Vikings maybe, but then you can just roll with the Vikings this week. Like they get Will Levis.
None of the teams on bye are defenses worth even playing.
No. Yeah, so he's saying he has Chargers and Dolphins. You don't need, like, I have Chargers in a league and I've been rolling with the Chargers. I'm dropping the Chargers this week. And I'm picking up the Lions or the Texans. But honestly, you don't even need the Texans. You can just probably roll with the Dolphins this week. All the Texans I'd probably prefer, but I mean, yeah, drop Chargers for Texans and Dolphins for Estime. You don't need two defenses.
You don't need two, and you definitely don't need three defenses. Just pick one, go with it. Either Texans or Dolphins, doesn't matter. Stream defense. You can get Estimate. And then Blair Davis, welcome back. Blair needs a running back, 2 receivers, and the flex between Madison, Warren, Nico, Cooper, Hill, Mooney, Jennings, and Worthy.
All right. Nico for sure. 2 receivers and a flex. I'm going Nico, Tyreek, and Jennings. Tough spot for Mooney this week. Do not want to play Cooper. Do not want to play Worthy. Do not want to play Madison. Don't really want to play Warren. So Nico, Hill, Jennings are my choices.
Going to be optimistic and assume Nico actually plays. We'll say you should actually play him. Jennings in a great spot. And Mooney is just always solid. I mean, still solid. And it's not a great matchup for Mooney, but I like him better than those guys. Michael Mejia, Sam Darnold, or Drake May.
Ooh. Oh, boy.
Sam Darnold's such a letdown last week. And I don't just mean that he disappointed fantasy-wise, but just he I don't know. He looked last week kind of like Sam Darnold.
He did. I hope this is a super flex league.
I think it's got to be May.
Yeah, I don't love May this week, but man, after what Darnold did last week and against the Titans, let's just go May.
Yeah, and it's not just, he disappointed last week. He gets the Titans on the road. Titans are one of the best pass defenses out there still. So, Arthur Swanson. What's up, Arthur? Half PPR, half JT. Wants to get off of Swift for the playoffs. I get that. Have Stevenson and Rachaad White as well. Okay. So are you asking if you should trade Swift? Is that what this is?
I mean, are you trying to trade Swift for another running back or trying to get a wide receiver? If you're trying to get a wide receiver, like maybe you can get Zay Flowers coming off a down game. T. Higgins, if you're into that sort of thing. D-Hop, I think you could probably get D-Hop. Again, Ridley, if you're into that sort of thing. Those are some wide receivers you could probably get. Yeah, you're saying probably wide receivers, so there's some ideas for you.
Okay, yeah. It makes sense. I don't know what you're getting. Again, Bears, maybe people are now optimistic, maybe because Waldron is gone, but see what you can get for Swift, that's fine. And by the way, we're going to the next one. Leo R, besides the fact that spamming is bad etiquette, we already answered that question. Bucky Irving for Russell Wilson. If you're getting Russell Wilson, that is a really bad trade. Don't do it. Keep Bucky Irving. This is have not been answered, Willie Snyder, because we did not have anybody mention Juju.
Is Juju actually playing this week?
I don't know. I don't think anybody's
is Juju ever playing again? Like, this is a serious question. Like, is Juju actually playing the rest of at all this season? Like, he just came out for that one game. Oh wait, Juju is back.
He's
my assumption. Chiefs running back Isaiah Pacheco won't play Sunday versus the Bills, but Juju Smith-Schuster does return. Okay, but it's the Bills. I'm not playing Juju.
You're thinking he's like what was it? Punxsutawney Phil, like the groundhog. Once a year he comes out. He's like, "Hey guys,
yeah,
check out here. It's my day."
Came out,
and then he goes back in his hole.
Came out, had his 30-point game. He's like, "Peace. See you next year."
See ya. I earned my paycheck. No, not flexing Juju. Antonio with another one. Grade the trade. Got Wilson for B-Rob and Tillman.
I think that's got to be good. You're getting like Tillman and I think a decent RB2, but you're getting Garrett Wilson. I think that's got to be good for you. It's a good trade for you.
Yeah. Garrett Wilson is still a very good start. As bad as the Jets have looked, it's still good. And then we says who to pick up from waivers: Judy, Dobbs, Watson, Estime.
We did this way back in the beginning before the stream crashed, and we said Judy if you need somebody this week.
Yeah, for this week, Judy. And then Joe, trade Higgins or Downs.
Maybe I'm a sucker, but I'm keeping Higgins. I just think he has way more upside.
Yeah, I mean, if you're trading Higgins, fine, but you probably should be able to do a little bit better than Downs. So, yeah, you're 8-2. I mean, okay, you need receiver help, but maybe again, just make sure you're getting fair value. So, I'm okay trading Higgins, but aim just a little bit higher. And then easy Vanya. Flex, Adams, Terry, Tillman, Nakua, or Myers. Wow. Oh, wait. Wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, and a flex. Okay. Like
Puka, Terry, and Tillman are my choices.
Yeah, I was going to say. I read it wrong. I read it too fast. Definitely Puka, definitely Terry. Just go Tillman. Yeah. All right, we're caught up. Should we do a couple more?
Yes, why not?
How about it's been too long since we had a defense question.
Had a lot of defense questions tonight.
I know. Dryatin, Minnesota, Green Bay.
Just keep rolling with Minnesota. They've been really good. Will Levis, I'm not scared of Will Levis. That guy take 5+ sacks, 2+ turnovers against the Vikings. Go Vikings.
Yeah. Go Minnesota. Ooh, no. Gersh was offered CeeDee Lamb for Breece Hall.
I'm taking Breece Hall here.
Yeah.
Taking Breece Hall.
If you were offered CD, it's because the CD owner is nervous and is trying to extract max value.
Yes.
Just a smart move. Frizzle, Ferger Gesicki.
If T is out again, Gesicki. Otherwise, I might just go Ferguson.
Agree with that. May or Winston?
Winston. Definitely going Jameis.
Definitely Winston. Yeah. Jedi Koth was offered BTJ for Dobbins.
I'm just taking Dobbins. I'm not giving away Dobbins for BTJ because I mean, if I felt good that Trevor Lawrence was going to play like this week or next week, then I'd probably want BTJ. But I feel like we're going to see Mac Jones the rest of the year, so give me Dobbins, I guess.
Yeah, not a good time to trade for BTJ. And again, you were offered this. Guess why? The guy who has Thomas Jr. is trying to extract max value from him. So, no. And Drayton, yeah, I get that. You expect Caleb Williams to get sacked 50 times. It's very possible. But can it really get worse without Waldron?
I mean, how many times are we expecting Will Levis to get sacked?
That too. And then Rogelio needs some help because the bye week is killing you. Ray Davis or Charbonnet?
I'm gonna go Charbonnet. At least he catches some passes. Last week everybody all in on Ray Davis because he had that long touchdown catch and 3 carries for 6 yards. At least Charbonnet gets some catches, and he plays a 2-minute drill. Give me Charbonnet.
Yeah, this week, forget it. Ray Davis against the Chiefs. No. All right. I think we'll call it for tonight. Don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow with another nice long stream and Thursday night before the game. And the videos are coming out. You had asked about the wide receiver videos earlier. It is coming tomorrow morning. And then quarterback and tight end, plus a lot more goodies for the rest of the week. Y'all know how that works. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and hit notifications so you know as soon as we do go live. Apologies for the technical difficulties, but again, blame Goodell and his goons, hit squad, trying to come after us.
Well, before we go, let's do Andres.
Okay.
He's asking nicely.
Yeah, on Andres. He's been here before. Andres Barrientos has a good team. Should trade K9 and Pickens for Achane? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I feel like this is a little too much for Achane.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, you're over. I would just hold Walker and Pickens.
Yeah. Especially now, look at Pickens. His stock is soaring, and this week, of all the weeks, I don't want to trade him this week.
Right.
I don't know how you can even fit. Do you seriously have Jefferson, Chase, and Sun God? Those are your 3 receivers? Like, how?
I mean, I guess maybe you should trade for Achane because you can't even play Pickens.
But how? Anyways, but no, what I would do is I would wait and see if Pickens goes ballistic.
Yeah, it might be the trade deadline. Might be trade deadline this week, though.
Well, that's true. I don't know. I'm not still completely sure Achane is a huge upgrade over K9. He is an upgrade, but I don't know. I might wait on this if you can. Oh, yeah, it is a trade deadline. All right. Well, there you go. He said via trades. Okay, well, obviously what you're doing is working.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? Push comes to shove. Is it worth it?
I mean, only because how often do you even get Pickens into your lineup? But at the same time, you have a nice luxury here where, like, if something happens to Chase or Jefferson or Amon-Ra, you can just slot Pickens in and not really miss a beat. So, I don't know. I'd probably just hold K9 and Pickens.
Yeah, I still feel like it's a bit much. All right, Declan Gannon. Trade CD Rico for Jacobs and Aaron Jones.
Oh, yeah. Give me Jacobs and Aaron Jones for sure. Like, Rico? Like, this has got to be a Cowboys fan trading for CD and Rico. Got to be a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, which is surprising because I think Cowboys fans at this point would just want to pretend the season doesn't exist and avoid the Cow. But you never know. Yeah, take Jacobs and Jones if that's the side you're getting.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Ricardo with another one. Let's see. Question is, cut your losses with Stroud and drop him for Herbert. It does.
Yeah, I'm not going to say Herbert rest of the season, but I like Herbert better this week, so sure, go for it. Yeah, took Stroud round 4. You know how much I got a lot of things. I get a lot of things wrong, no doubt about it. But you know how much flack I took for saying TJ Stroud was going to be a bust this year, and you shouldn't take him in round 4. People are, best rookie season ever. He just got Stephon Diggs. Even when Nico Diggs and Tank Dell were all healthy, he was doing hardly anything. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, go over this week.
You're gonna have to just forget everything that happened on draft day. It doesn't matter, right? Sunk cost fallacy. It holding on to him doesn't make him more valuable. It just it doesn't. It's not gonna change anything. Drop Darnold. Yeah, you can drop Darnold. All right, and then yes, Sam, I am. You are crazy to put Kincaid at your flex.
Yes.
Irina Worthy.
Oh yeah. Drop Cousins, pick up Jameis or Russ. Drop Cousins, pick up Russ. Definitely.
Yep. You gotta go all in on the absolute sure to boom and no chance he busts Russell Wilson this week.
The Russ Pickens stack all in this week. Russ Pickens all in. Russ Pickens stack all in. Zay Flowers all in. What could possibly go wrong? Nothing could go wrong.
It's nothing.
And I think we have to answer this one just because I think it's a very interesting question here.
Is it Tim's? Yeah. Yes, it is Tim. I knew you were going to put Tim's up. Yes. No.
Have to answer this one.
Don't.
Oh, man.
I mean, he's not officially out for the year. He's pretty much out for the year. I'm not going to do this. I think this is just holding out hope for nothing.
But who else is going to be out there that could potentially give you what Chris Olave can give you?
Well, nobody. But that includes Chris Olave.
What if he comes back week 13? Week 14? Because, right, 10, 11, 12, 13. 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, what if he comes back week 14?
It's possible. He says it's a deep league.
He's saying it's a deep league. I mean, really, like who is gonna pop up on the waiver wire between now and the end of the season? I mean, we're already in week 11. I might do it. I might gamble. If it's a deep league, I might gamble. Sure, he might not play this whole season. I think that's certainly a possibility. But again, like I think these are the kind of chances you need to take in fantasy. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Like who? But you're gonna pick up Audric Estime? Is he even out there? Like you're gonna pick up Gus Edwards? Like who are you gonna pick up at this point?
Yeah, if it's a deep league, you probably aren't getting anybody great off of waivers. Sure, if it doesn't hurt your team in the sense, look, if you can just stash them on IR, okay, fine. I guess it's worth it. I'm not expecting much, but I guess it's not costing you much. Sticky. Hey, I love AJB, Collins, Cup, Reed, JSN Jennings, Bijan, HN, Algier, McBride, trying to get Lamar, Connor, or CMC, or Burrow. All right. Ooh, but would you move AJB for him?
I would trade AJB for CMC, but that's it.
Yeah, not for
Lamar Connor, definitely not for Burrow.
No. He's not playing this week. Well, no, he is playing this week. He didn't play last week. Love will be fine rest of the season. Love is fine as your quarterback.
Yeah, you can roll with Love. It's a 10-teamer. There should be at least decent QBs out there if you need them. I'll bet you Russ is out there. Not saying to start Russ. Would I start Russ over Love? Let's just say that for a different question. But the point is, there's probably decent QBs out there. If you can get CMC for AJ Brown, sure, do it. Although looking at your team,
you got Nico and Cobb.
Yeah. So if you can do that, but I wouldn't do it for like one of the QBs now.
Yeah, no. We have a hard time advocating trading for a quarterback. In a 10-teamer, you definitely shouldn't need to. All right, Boomer chiming in here. Speaking of Love, it's a time to put Love over Daniels.
It's not even a good matchup for Love this week against the Bears. I know it's not a great matchup for JD, but I mean, look, JD, Terry McLaurin got tackled at the 1. Diami Brown literally dropped a touchdown that hit him. He was just standing there too. It wasn't even like he had a jump. He's just standing there. It hit him in his hands and fell to the ground. Like JD should have had a good game last week. Everybody has down games. Got to give him a pass. Go on, JD.
Well, I would just say this. I brought up the other question is Jaden Daniels just no doubt you have to start him if you have him kind of quarterback. And you're saying yes. And I'm saying not necessarily. And there's not that many quarterbacks I would put over him. And I don't think this week the Packers, at the Bears. I don't think it's going to be a great Jordan Love week. So this week, I would not go Love over Daniels. But I'm starting to wonder about JD's fantasy upside because he hasn't run for a touchdown for like 5 straight weeks. They're handing the ball off a lot near the end zone, and just the ceiling hasn't been there. And I feel like a lot of times these rookies or players who suddenly are thrust in a bigger role, they kind of take the league by surprise, right? Like, oh, okay, this is what we got now. Now they're game planning for him. Now they know. Now they have film on him in the NFL, right? So I'm not worried, I guess I would say, but I don't know if he's necessarily an auto start going forward for me. But I would still put him over Love this week. Okay, Arthur Swanson. Yes. Sus.
Yes, yeah.
I don't think that was a typo. Sus Wilson.
Yes, he was the last few years. He was Sussel Wilson, but this year he's back to being Russell Wilson.
That's funny. He is. Okay, let's end on this. Early prediction. Russell Wilson, passing yards this week. Keep that up, actually.
271.
Oh, come on. Just two something.
I mean, what's the most he's had this year?
Yeah, but I guess the Ravens.
Okay, 278 is his best so far this year.
We go.
Granted, only 3 games, but
321.
Ooh,
here you go.
Big game.
Python's not on here. When Python gets on here, top 3, Sus Wilson. He's in. All right, Arthur's going 275. That's reasonable. It's very reasonable. That's not fun. Come on, who wants to be reasonable? Let's have some fun. Russ Wilson, top 3. All right, guys. We'll call it now. Thank you all for joining us, and check us out on tomorrow's stream. And check out all the videos that are coming out. We'll see you on the next one.